Michael Rodetsky, 402C.
Reed, 105B.
Beginning girls final, 11 and under, 3 meter. Eliza Carlisle, 105C.
Awards, 5.5, 6 across.
Awards, 4.5, 4.5, 5,
Landon
5,
Schnook.
5,
Awards,
5,
4.5, 5.5, 5.5.
Awards.
Jaden
6,
Castor,
5.5.
5221D.
4.
Sophia Hoffman, 105C.
Grace, 105C.
Awards, 5, 6.5, 5.5, 6.5, 6. West Parker, 105B.
Awards, 5, 5.5, 5, 5.5 across. James Roberts, 402C.
Awards, 3, 6, 5, 5.5,
Awards. 4.5, 5,
5.5, 4.
5, 4.5,
Layla
4.
Kwong,
Awards,
405C.
5.5,
Emerson,
6,
403C.
6.5, 5. Jackson Monis, 205C.
Awards, 5, 5, 5.5, 6, 5, 5.5, 5. Owen Stebbins, 301C.
Awards for Layla, 5.5, 5, 5, 4, 4.5, 5,
Awards,
5.5.
4, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5.
Zoe
4.
Quigley,
Awards,
205C,
6.5,
5
6.5,
meter.
6.5,
Cristiano
6,
Garcia,
7,
405C.
6.5. Nathan
Awards,
Petrowski,
5.5,
104B.
5.5, 5.5, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6. Presley, 301C.
Awards, 7.5, 7, 7.5, 8.
Awards, 4, 4.5, 4, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 3.5.
Awards,
5.
John Kemple, 301C.
Memphis
5.5,
Watts,
6.5,
105B, 7.5 meter.
Amelia, 5231D.
Awards, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 6, 5.5. Jacob Manarino.
Awards,
105C.
4.5, 5, 5, 4.5, 4.5,
Awards for
5,
Memphis,
4.5.
5.5, 4.5.
Logan Castaneda, 403C.
Awards, 6, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5,
Shannon
4.5,
Waldron,
5, 6.
5231D, 5
L,
meter.
105C.
Awards, 8.5, 7.5, 8.5, 7.5, 8. Jack Ma, 105B.
Awards, 4, 4.5, 4, 4, 3, 3.5,
Awards,
3.5.
5, 5, 5.5,
Paxton,
5, 5,
Awards,
4.5, 6.
6.5, 7,
Colville
8,
Bauer, 203C.
7, 6.
7, 7.5.
Sophia Borowski, 403B, 5 meter.
55D.
Awards, 7.5, 8, 8, 8, 6.5, 7, 8.
Awards,
103B.
5,
Awards,
6,
5.5,
4.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.
Awards for
Tanner
Sophia,
Tessier,
5.5,
104C.
5.5, 6, 5.5, 6.5, 6. Barbara Chin, 405C, 7.5 meter.
Awards, 7, 7, 6.5
Awards,
across.
8, 7, 7.5 across.
Ariel, 105C.
Mikola Schweik.
Awards,
105C.
5.5, 5.5, 6,
405C, I'm
6,
sorry.
5.5, 6 across. Beck Gregory, 203C.
Awards 5, 5, 4.5, 5.
Awards for
5,
Barbara.
4.5, 5.
6, 6, 5.5.
Emily Kate,
5.5.
52,
5.5.
31D.
4.5.
Awards.
Christina
6,
Shu,
6,
105B, 7.5 meter.
Beginning round 2. Delaney.
Awards
205C.
4.5, 4, 5.5, 5, 5, 6, 5. Pengzhu Lo, 104B.
Awards 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5, 4, 5. Hannah 5231D.
Awards 3, 3, 3.5, 4, 4, 3.5 across.
Awards.
Owen
5.5,
Farr, 104C.
6.5, 7.5, 6.5. Peyton, 405C.
Awards 7, 6.5, 7, 7, 7, 6.5, 6.5.
Awards 5.5, 6,
Ellie
6,
Reese,
5.5, 5.5,
105B.
6, 6.5. Starting round 2, Michael 51, 11A.
Awards. 4, 3.5, 3.5, 3, 3.5. Landon, 205C.
Awards 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 6 across.
Awards 6, 5.5, 5.5,
Eliza,
5.5, 5, 5.5,
405C.
6. Jaden 403C.
Awards. 4.5, 4.5, 3.5, 3.5, 4. West, 203B.
Awards 5, 4, 4.5, 4.5, 5.5,
Christina
4.5,
Shu.
Awards 4,
5.
4.5, 4, 5,
Grace,
4.5,
404C.
4.5, 5. James 104C.
Oh, you're supposed to start down here. That's okay. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Awards. 5, 5, 5.5, 5, 5.5.
Awards for Christina, 7.5,
Jackson,
6.5,
52,
6.5,
Awards 4.5, 5,
7.5, 7,
4.5, 4,
7.5.
4.5, 5.
Awards
Owen
4,
403C.
3.5, 3.5.
Mallory
4,
Roble,
3.5,
405C,
4,
7.5
4.5.
meter.
Emerson 301C.
Awards. 7, 7.5, 7, 6.5, 7.
Awards
Cristiano,
5.5, 6,
105B.
6, 6, 5.5, 6 across. Nathan 203C.
Awards for Mallory, 3, 3, 3.5, 2.5, 3, 4,
Awards
3.
5, 5, 5,
Callie Fox,
4.5, 5,
405C,
6,
7.5
5.5.
meter.
7.5, 6,
Presley,
6,
105B.
5.5. Ryden, 305C.
Awards 6.5, 6.5, 7.5,
Awards
7,
6.5, 6
6.5.
across.
John
Amelia
104C.
403C.
3.5, 3, 3.5 across. Jacob, 205C.
Awards for Callie, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4.5, 3.5. Being in our final round of our platform event, Austin, 5132D, 5 meter.
Awards
Awards
3.5, 3.5, 4, 4, 3,
5,
3.5, 4.
5.5.
Logan
Awards,
104C.
6.5,
L,
6.5,
203B.
6, 6. Jack, 205C.
Awards for Austin, 4.5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5.5, 4.5. Reagan, 405C, 7.5 meter.
Awards, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 5.5.
Awards.
4,
3.5,
5,
2.5,
4.5,
5
2
across,
across.
3,
405C.
Total
2.5.
104C.
Paxton, 103C.
Awards for Reagan, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 5.5, 6.5 across. Sophia, 303C, 5
Awards
meter.
5,
Awards.
5.5, 6,
7,
5.5, 5.5,
7,
5,
6.5,
5.5.
6.5,
Tanner,
7,
51,
6.5.
32D.
Alden, 403C.
Awards for Sophia, 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, 6, 7, 7. Layla, 105B,
Awards.
7.5
6,
meter.
Awards
6.5,
4.5, 5, 3.5, 4.5, 4, 5 across.
205C.
Ariel,
403C.
203B.
Awards for Layla, 7, 5.5, 7, 5.5, 6,
Awards.
6.5,
Awards,
7.
5.5, 5.5, 5.5,
Zoe,
5.5,
105B, 5 meter.
5.5,
Awards
5.
5.5, 6.5, 5.5,
Emily
6,
Kate, 105C.
6.5, 6. Pingzhu, 51, 32D.
Awards for Zoe,
Awards,
5.5,
5,
6,
4.5,
6,
4.5,
5.5,
4.5,
across.
4, 4.
Awards
Memphis,
5.5, 6,
405,
6.5,
7.5,
6.5, 6, 6.5, 6. Owen, 203C.
Peyton, 303C.
Awards for Memphis, 6,
7.5.
Awards 4, 3,
7.5,
4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Starting
Shannon
round 3.
Waldron, 105C,
104C.
5 meter.
5D.
Awards 5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5 across.
Awards.
Jaden, 104C.
7.5, 8, 7.5, 8 across.
Awards for Shannon, 6,
Eliza,
5.5, 4.5,
5231D.
5.5, 6, 6. Sophia, 5233D, 5 meter.
Awards 5, 6, 5, 5.5, 5, 6, 5.
Awards. 6,
James,
6,
301C.
6, 6.5, 6, 5.5.
Awards.
Great.
6,
203B.
6, 6, 6.5. Jackson, 305C.
Awards for Sophia, 4.5, 6, 4, 5.5, 4, 4.5, 5.
Awards 4, 5, 4,
Barbara,
4.5,
105B,
5.5,
7.5
3,
meter.
4. Owen, 104C.
Awards.
Awards.
5.5,
5.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 4.5.
Cristiano,
Emerson,
5233D.
105C.
Awards 6, 5.5, 6.5, 6 across. Nathan, 403C.
Awards for Barbara, 4, 4, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4.5, 4.
Awards. 7, 7, 6, 7, 6.
Awards. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 4, 4, 4, 5.
Awards.
Presley, 403B.
5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5, 5, 4.5. John, 403C.
Christina, 405C, 7.5 meter.
Awards, 7.5, 7, 7.5, 6.5,
Awards,
6.5.
6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5,
405C.
6 across. Amelia,
Awards, 6,
405C.
5, 6, 5.5, 6, 6, 5.5. Logan, 301C.
Awards for Christina, 6.5, 5.5, 6, 6, 6.5 across.
Awards, 5,
Mallory,
4.5,
105B, 7.5 meter.
Jack, 405C.
Awards, 5.5, 5.5, 6, 5.5, 5, 6 across. L, 404.
Awards, 7, 7, 6, 5.5, 6 across. Coble, 403C.
Awards, 6.5, 5.5, 6.
Awards for Mallory,
6.
7, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 7. Callie, 105B, 7.5 meter.
Awards, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5 across.
Awards, 4.5, 4,
Paxton,
4, 4.5,
403C.
4, 4.5, 3.5. Tanner, 403C.
8.5, 8.5, 9, 8.5, 7.5. Gage, 5134D.
Awards for Callie, 8, 8, 9,
Awards,
7.5,
6,
8
6.5,
across.
7, 6.5, 5.5.
Awards,
concludes our
4.5,
Thank
5,
you, divers. Thank
5.5,
you,
5,
judges.
5,
Alden,
6, 5.5.
5231D.
Beck, 105C.
Mikolas, 305C.
Awards, 6, 5.5,
Awards,
6
8,
across.
8, 8, 7.5.
Ariel,
Awards,
7.5.
6, 6.5, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 5.5. Pingzhu, 403C.
Awards, 6, 6, 5.5, 5.5, 6 across. Emily Kate,
Awards,
404C.
5.5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.5, 6. Owen, 403C.
Awards, 6, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6 across. Hannah, 105B.
Awards, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6, 7. This concludes our boys 11 and under 1 meter final.
Awards, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5 across. Ellie Reese, 5233D. Awards, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 8.
All I can say is, wow, what some diving. Let's hear it for all the finalists. Congratulations. The top 12 divers need to report to the award stand right away. The sooner you get out there, the sooner you get your award. Thank you, judges. Thank you, coaches, volunteers. Thank you, fans. We'll see you again tomorrow. Let's do it again. Divers and coaches, we will close the pool at 7 o'clock. You got 1 hour.
We have L. I only have percent. In 11th place with a score of 187.2, Emerson Ferber. In 10th place with a score of 191.75, Grace Nygaard. In 9th place with a score of 201.70, Emily Kate Wall. In 8th place with a score of 201.85, Eliza Carlisle. In 7th place with a score of 205.30, Amelia Gregory. In 6th place with a score of 210.65, Alden Charette. In 5th place with a score of 213.65, Paxton Green. In 4th place with a score of 215.25, Presley Blair. In 3rd place with a score of 215.5, Ariel Hall from Fort Lauderdale Dive Team. In 2nd place with a score of 236.40, Hannah McLaughlin from the Woodlands Dive Academy. And your 2022 Junior National Champion, girls 11 and under 3 meter, with a score of 270.1, Ellie Reese-Nide, Moss Farms. Okay, we're going to announce our boys 12-13 3-meter final. In 12th place with a score of 268.85, Peyton Reed from Dominion Dive Club. In 11th place, score of 290.05, West Parker, Fort Lauderdale Dive Team. In 10th place with a score of 303.35, Landon Snook from TNT Diving. In 9th place with a score of 303.95, Jackson Monis, Aces Diving. In 8th place with a score of 304.5, Ryden Russell, Aces Diving. In 7th place with a score of 315.35, Jacob Manarino, Orlando Dive Academy. In 6th place with a score of 338.2, Delaney Shue, Alliance Diving. In 5th place with a score of 356.85, Jack Ma, GC Diving. In 4th place with a score of 358.05, Mikolash Schwickert, Clavadistas del Sol. In 3rd place with a score of 358.45, Leighton Dean with Ripfest. In 2nd place with a score of 358.5, Cristiano Garcia, Alexandria Dive Club. And your 2022 Junior National Champion Boys 12-13 3-meter event with a score of 363.05, Gage Sprints from Mesa Area Aquatics.
Don't you guys have dive?
The one that I tried to start with. The one that I tried to start with. I was like, it's all good.
Congratulations, boys. Good job. Up next is our 12-13 girls platform. In 12th place with a score of 199.7, Austin Taylor, Moss Farms Diving. In 11th place with a score of 210.35, Memphis Watts, Mission Viejo. In Yuki. The score of 213.15, Sophia Borowski, GC Diving. In 9th place with a score of 215.55, Sophia Hoffman, Knight Diving Academy. In 8th place with a score of 217.6, Layla Kwong, Duke Diving. Alright, Yuki. Yuki. In 7th place with a score of 219, Shannon Waldron, Woodlands Diving Academy.
I had to warn them because they
Oh. In 6th place with a score of 219.7, Barbara Chin, Aero Dive Club. In 5th place with a score of 220.25, Mallory Warogel, Woodlands Diving Academy. In 4th place with a score of 228, Zoe Quigley, Mission Viejo. In 3rd place with a score of 232.25, Reagan Lechner, Carolina Diving Academy. In 2nd place with a score of 252.3, Christina Shu, Rose Bowl Aquatics. And your 2022 Junior National Champion, Girls 12-13 Platform winner from Mission Viejo with a score of 262.5, Callie Fox.
when you're ready.
My hands are
Congratulations, girls. Good job. In 12th place with a score of 178.9, James Roberts, Dominion Dive Club. In 11th place with a score of 179.8, Michael Rodetsky, West Florida Lightning Aquatics. In 10th place with a score of 181.85, Jaden Castor, Woodlands Diving Academy. In 9th place, John Kimple with 188.6, Pacific Diving Academy. In 8th place with a score of 196.5, Coble Bauer, RVA Dive Team. In 7th place with a score of 198.5, Logan Castaneda.
Dive San Diego.
From Dive San Diego.
That's okay.
In 6th place with a score of 200.3, Nathan Piotrowski, Orlando Dive Academy. In 5th place with a score of 205.1, Shu Roar, Minnesota Diving Academy. In 4th place with a score of 209, Owen Farr, Nebraska Diving Academy. In 3rd place with a score of 209.3, Beth Gregory, Moss Farms Diving. In 2nd place with a score of 209.6, Tanner Tessier, Triad Diving Academy. And your 2022 11 and under boys 1 meter national champion with a score of 211.20 from the Los Angeles Dive Club, Owen Stebbins. Congratulations, boys. Good job.
Yay, I think so, Yuki. You're the best!